Alright, hello everyone. So, this is a bit too big to fit into one video. I straight up cannot talk about all three events and all four IDs before this video becomes half an hour. So I'm going to just go with the IDs only. Alright, so the IDs, let's get to it. We have a lot to go through either way. Blade Lineage Salsu, Don Quixote. This character here is going to be a poise support, straight up full poise support. You can treat her kind of like 7 Heathcliff. Because she will give poise potency when she uses her skills to gain poise potency. So when this unit gains poise potency with any of these skills here, she will give poise potency to one other ally with no poise or with the least poise potency. So she will feed them. Her support passive is one ally with the least poise gains more poise potency when they gain a poise potency. So either way, whether you use her actively or use her as a support, she actually gives quite a lot of value no matter what. She gives you more poise potency to help you hit the guaranteed critical threshold. I think you need 20 poise to guarantee a crit, right? Anyway, for this character here, looks like it's not going to be a lot of coins, but doesn't really matter when you look at Blade Lineage Meursault. Basically, Blade Lineage Meursault makes it so that the less coins you have, the more coin power and the more damage you deal. So this actually works to the advantage of this character to only have 2 coins, 2 coins, 3 coins. So yeah, this is really cool. This character here gains coin power plus Y at X poise coin power, X poise coin power. So really wants poise, really wants poise. On use, gain poise count, gain poise, gain poise. This triggers 3 times. Sorry, this triggers twice the passive here. And then the blade arc here is going to be on hit gain poise, triggers once here, and also on crit on the second coin. To one ally with no poise or least poise, apply poise. If it's Blade Lineage, apply poise. So once again, slap her into Blade Lineage gang. Right, fare thee well. Hit, final coin, more damage. Hit, final coin, more damage. X plus damage on critical hit. On crit to 2 allies with no poise or with least poise count, apply poise count. So this is the first time we see poise count application here. And then if the character is from Blade Lineage, you apply additional poise count. And if target is defeated, you apply slash damage up to yourself and one random ally next turn. I do not know if Meursault is enough to make this character into a good character, but this character has quite a lot of coin power here. So even if she were to roll low and like let's say like these are below average, like let's say this is 12, maybe this is also 12, and this is like maybe a 9, and then the condition here makes it so that this clashes 11, 16, 16 for example, right? Makes it into an actual okay unit for clashing. And then Meursault on top of that, right, adds coin power to her. So that actually makes her maybe a decent unit if you slap her in the Blade Lineage gang. Yeah. So because of Meursault's existence, I cannot accurately say whether this character will be or will not be used. But the fact that she is a poise potency giver, whether it be the passive or the support passive, is going to always be a useful unit, I think, for Blade Lineage gang. Besides that, she's also a Blade Lineage character, and you need Blade Lineage characters for Blade Lineage Meursault to work. So this character most likely will be run in the team of Blade Lineage gang. So I think, yeah, this character fairly simple to understand, and also probably a core element of the Blade Lineage gang. Moving on, let's talk about Faust. So for Faust, she is interesting because she has this new passive, Red Plum Blossom. When she will inflict this unique bleed status onto an enemy, and that will increase the chance for that unit to be crit by a percentage amount. And when struck by a critical hit, you also gain bleed based on the value and take more damage from critical hits. Meaning that this status that she applies makes the enemy take more crit damage, makes the enemy get additional crit chance when someone else hits them. So this is very cool, and it also applies bleed potency. This character feels like a mix of Blade Lineage as well as the bleed characters. But anyway, that is the unique passive that she's going to apply. Let's look at her passive here. Sanguine Plum Blossoms. On crit, inflict the Red Plum Blossom. If the target has X amount, then you inflict defense level down instead. Great, this is amazing, because defense level down is kind of like mini fragility. If you get 3, that's basically 1 fragility, so this is great stuff. Support passive is very cool because it's the first time we see this. When the ally first deployed, this is the first time we see first deployed in the pre-battle setup. You critically hit with that character, then that character inflicts defense level down. Could be very cool, this passive here. Really interesting. Right, and then we got Moonlit Blade Dance at X plus poise, coin power plus Y, and then the second one also coin power plus Y, so once again loves poise. You gain poise count, hit, gain poise, on crit inflict Red Plum Blossom. Now take note that she does have 2 lines of this. She will inflict Red Plum Blossom here and inflict this. Why is this one here, you might ask? That is because Red Plum Blossom is consumed whenever you crit. Because if you look at the skill tree here, this skill does not consume Red Plum Blossom on crit, meaning that by default, this is getting consumed whenever you crit. So when you use your skill 1 here, if you crit on your skill 1, you will inflict 1 Red Plum Blossom. So if you consumed 1 Red Plum Blossom when you use this skill, then you replace it with this. Then second one, consume, replace it with this. Then the third one, consume, replace 1, replace 2. So you get a +2 Red Plum Blossom at the end if you crit. And if you didn't crit, then you don't consume it anyway. So it doesn't really matter at that point. Meaning that this character here can mainly remain neutral or plus on the Red Plum Blossom application, which is quite nice. Acupuncture is going to be gain poise count, X% damage on crit, inflict bind, and Red Plum Blossom. Yep. I'm not sure if you noticed yet, but this character here only gains poise count here, as well as poise count here and poise count here. Not really a lot of poise if you notice, so needs to be fed poise from other characters. And the other way that she can get poise on herself is her skill tree, because when she wins a clash, she consumes half the poise count on herself, and then she transforms that into poise equal to the poise count that she consumed. So she will be able to convert the poise count into poise, and she will probably need to be fed quite a lot of poise from other characters, because the only other way you get poise is on a hit on your first skill. Yeah, that's the only way you can get it. Right, which once again emphasizes the importance of Dawn and later Blade Lineage Meursault, because those two characters will give poise and poise count to their allies. And of course, like something like WoW Ishmael, right? WoW Ishmael also gives a bunch. Okay, and then Red Plum Blossom here, deal more damage based on Red Plum Blossom on target, gain coin power based on poise on yourself. Take note, this happens before the clash win, according to what I'm reading here. So that means that you want to have the poise before you use your skill tree, so that you are able to get more coin power. So you once again need to be fed the poise from other people. This skill does not consume Red Plum Blossom on crit, meaning that this skill here is super positive on Red Plum Blossom application. Because when you crit here, you apply 1, and you do not consume, so it's straight up +2. And then you inflict slash fragility if the target has X plus Red Plum Blossoms, and on crit you inflict +2 again, and then you get this. So if you fail to hit the requirement for this, most likely this part here will let you use this one here and let you inflict the slash fragility. Slash fragility is amazing because slash, and then not you slash. So yeah, slash characters, slash fragility, we are cooking. All right. So with this out of the way, this character here just seems like a very, very solid character. The one fear I have is that Red Plum Blossom looks to be too fast consumed. What I mean by that is that the Red Plum Blossom here, when other people crit, they also consume it from what I can tell. Which means that if your Meursault with your Dawn goes and crits on this person with the Red Plum Blossom, you might not have enough Red Plum Blossoms to use your skill tree and get the more damage based on the Red Plum Blossom. So I think that might be the only problem that I might face with Faust. But then again, I don't know the actual numbers, right? Maybe this on crit is like inflict 2. Maybe this on crit is inflict 2. In that case, it will not become much of a problem if this is like maybe a 4 or a 3 or something like that. So yeah, once again, we have to wait for the numbers to actually confirm this. But for now, I think this character here looks like a very solid addition to the Blade Lineage gang. Needs to be fed poise by the other characters. If she is not fed poise, she actually cannot crit too well. She will only be able to get additional crit chance from her unique status. Otherwise, she will not be able to get too much poise on herself except from her skill tree. Yep. So this character, really, really cool. Very, very solid addition to Blade Lineage. I think you will definitely see use from her. Right, let's go on to Gregor. Gregor, I'm going to make it quick. Look at his passive, Clash Wind, Inflict Bleed. Look at his support passive. When slower speed hits an enemy with X plus bleed, inflict offense level down. Okay? Then we got Clash Power, inflict bleed count. X plus bleed, Clash Power. Inflict bleed, offense level down, attack power down. Okay? Then the last one, if target is X plus bleed, Clash Power, X plus plus bleed, gain coin power, offense level down, offense level down, offense level down, offense level down. Inflict bleed, and then inflict plus coin drop. This character seems to be a guy who makes the enemy really hard to clash back to you by applying a crap ton of offense level down and even plus coin drop on the last one here. So it looks to be a support kind of character, but there is no support for this kind of archetype where you want to inflict attack power downs, offense level downs to targets. There's just like no room for this. Usually people just go in and unga bunga everything to death. So I'm not sure what this Gregor is on about, but I think Kurokumo clan people are losing in this one. So for now, without knowing what the numbers are on this thing here, I cannot say any more except I think this character is kind of mid, which is why you probably won't see anyone talk about him for too long. I think this character is kind of mid. Moving on to Blade Lineage Meursault. Alright, so this guy, we have paragraphs of shit, right? So To make this easier, let's go look at some characters from Ruina first, alright? So Ruina, remember had the Kim. He used to have this Unrelenting. Upon taking a lethal blow, reduce all incoming damage, including what activated this passive by 25. Right? And this activates only once per fight, basically. And then the sword play of the Homeland slash dice power +2, increasing all of his clashing power and damage. Right, so consider that, and now let's go and find out where it got brought back in Limbus. In this encounter, when this unit takes damage that brings him down to 0, nullify it, and then he cannot drop below 1 for the turn. Right, so there it is. He cannot die one time. Right, that's very cool. Next, he gets Swordplay of the Homeland, and there is a lot of Swordplay of the Homeland. Right, so what is most important here to take note of is that this is a combat start buff. Whenever you trigger the passive, whatever it might be, it could be 3 or 4 Pride Resonance, it could be Own Pride of whatever, like, I suspect it's going to be something with Pride because he's a Blade Lineage character. Either way, apply Swordplay of the Homeland buff to all other Blade Lineage allies, alright? So this is the most important part. Every time you trigger this passive, you will apply this thing here. So this passive, what is it? It's crazy. If a unit has X plus poise upon skill use, Skill 1 and 2 gain coin power and crit damage, inversely proportional to the number of their coins. Meaning, if your skill 1 is 2 coins, you are going to get more coin power than if your skill 2 had 3 coins. And if your skill 1 was like a 1 coiner, let's go look at... no, not you, you're Kurokumo clan. Unfortunately, she's Kurokumo, even though she's very suited for poise. Let's look at Blade Lineage Yisang. Blade Lineage Yisang is a 1 coin skill 1. This guy's going to get a fat amount of coin power and a fat amount of crit damage increase. So that's what's going on with this Swordplay of the Homeland. It makes it so, right? This is pretty much essential to make those Blade Lineage characters kind of useful. And I still cannot guarantee if they're going to be useful or not useful, right? But this is really interesting because once again, it's coin power. It's just coin power if you trigger this passive. Ends at combat start, meaning it doesn't matter what speed he's at. He'll be able to always give this to you before we fight. Skill 3 gains damage and crit damage inversely proportional to the number of his coins. Now this is sick because, once again, claim their bones 1 coin skill, and then, well, I guess for you it doesn't matter because you're a 3 coin skill, but yeah, for Sinclair it looks kind of sick. Yep. So yeah, this is really cool. It means that the coins, the low number of coins, right, actually works to the advantage of those characters because you'll be able to get more coin power and more crit damage because of Blade Lineage Meursault, making him core in Blade Lineage. You must have him to run Blade Lineage. And I still won't know if it's going to be very good or not. Then these 2 here, I'll talk about it in the skills because these skills are the ones that give it. Right, let's talk about the rest of the passive and finish that off. So this character is a mentor, right? Blade Lineage mentor. So he teaches the others how to crit. No joke. When this unit gains poise potency or count, this is a slash count, okay? It's different from Dawn's. Dawn's is poise potency only. For Meursault, it's when he gains poise potency or count. This is very important that it's an or. With its own skill or coin effects, he will give poise potency and count to 2 other Blade Lineage allies with no poise or with the least poise. Meaning that, you see this skill 1 here? On use, gain poise count. Alright, trigger. Gain poise, trigger. Gain poise, trigger. Because poise potency or count, and give both to 2 others with no poise or the least poise. Whew, this is a fat skill 1. This skill 1 here does so much work for giving all of the other Blade Lineage characters more poise and poise count. So sick, so sick. And if there are X or more participating, give more poise potency and count. Holy shit, man. This guy is a must-have for Blade Lineage. Right, so that is the entirety of this buff here. Essentially, this character here is the mentor. He teaches people how to crit, and if you're a Blade Lineage, part of his gang, part of his students, you will get more of it so that you can crit more. Right, then after that, you also get Sword of the Homeland to all other Blade Lineage allies. Take note, it's all other. He cannot get it himself. If he had this, it would be crazy, right? And you know what's the condition to get that? When X plus Blade Lineage allies are defeated, receive the 2 above effects on yourself instead. So you actually can give him Swordplay of the Homeland by letting his allies die, which is quite interesting as well. So you can get this buff onto yourself by sacrificing 2 of your Blade Lineage allies. and that is going to be sorry, I don't know if it's 2, it's just X plus amount of allies did, then you get the 2 above effect. So it could be quite cool, quite cool if you wanted to go and like do this, because you would get a crap ton of damage and coin power and crit damage, and you might get some really funny numbers when you go into Mirror Dungeon. I swear someone's gonna try it. They're just gonna bring 2 Blade Lineage level 1s, die to the boss, Meursault gets corroded, and then he triggers Sword Play of the Homeland, he drops to 1% HP, and then after that he doesn't die, and then he just unleashes some of these skills over here. Yeah, I think that is going to be someone's meme video at some point, and I can't wait to see it. I can't wait to see that. Alright, anyway, that is just the passive. That was all just passive, alright. Now let's talk about Draw of the Sword. Right. X plus poise, coin power plus Y, X plus poise, coin power plus Y. Skill 3 does not have that line. Okay, and then combat start, apply Sword Plate of the Homeland, rendering to highest A resonance other Blade Lineage allies in ascending order of speed, so from slowest to the fastest. So based on your highest A resonance. So if let's say you have 4 Blade Lineage and you resonance 4, you'll be able to apply all, so it doesn't really matter. But if you only have like 3 resonance and you have 4 Blade Lineage allies, then the slowest to fastest will be getting this. And if there are X or more Blade Lineage allies, then you apply more. So once again, I don't think it particularly matters. If you have enough of the Blade Lineage gang in order to give all of them the Sword Play of the Rending, I think it's fine. But basically what this does, right, is it gives your skill 1 final power by this effect's count for this turn. And then here, Sword Play of the Homeland Penetrating, basically is the same effect here. It will give the second skill more final power. And remember that you're also giving those characters a buff called Sword Play of the Homeland as long as you trigger this passive here. Meaning you're getting this plus this to your allies. So what happens is that this character, when he does his skill 1, all of the other Blade Lineage characters just follow. They also do skill 1. Because if they follow, they get final power, and they also get the benefits of his Sword Play of the Homeland to add on to their skill 1s. Meaning that someone like Sinclair with his 2 coin skill here might get some good clashing / coin power on this move for the first time. Like, holy shit, I can't believe Sinclair's actually might clash well or something with his skill 1. So yeah, this is pretty sick. Basically, he's the mentor and you just follow if you're a Blade Lineage student. Really cool. Next, Acupuncture is pretty much the same shit, really. You just use skill 2 whenever you use skill 2 with Acupuncture here. And then, gain poise count. So you are triggering your passive. Gain slash power up if you win a clash. Amazing. Next turn, by the way. So if you do this, and then next turn you yield my flesh. Woo-wee! Ooh, look out for this combo. It's gonna be sick. Anyway, on hit, gain poise. Trigger it again. And then on the third coin, X plus % damage on critical hit. Really good shit in general. Just a solid move here. And you are also able to buff all of your other allies' skill 2 final powers to make sure that they win their clashes. So just really good shit here. I don't know what the numbers of these are going to be, but I think this character is just so sick in terms of design. So sick. Alright, now the big one, Yield My Flesh. Holy shit, this one is so cool. Because it is actually Yield My Flesh. Look at this. Clash lose. After getting hit, used to claim their bones. Oh my god, that is literally what he wanted to do beforehand. Yield My Flesh, 2 cost light, 5 to 10 slash. On lose, at claim their bones for 14 to 23 slashing damage. Whoops. Yep. So that is hype. It's actually Yield My Flesh copy pasted into Limbus Company. Super cool. But they overbuff claim their bones. Okay, I'll talk about it later. Let's talk about Yield My Flesh first. Alright, Yield My Flesh, gain aggro to this skill. Until this skill or the claim their bones skill ends, this unit cannot be staggered. Super cool. It means that if someone countered you like Quake and he hit your stagger threshold, you are not staggered because you still have to finish your move. It's just so sick. You're like powering through this one attack and then you claim their bones. Oh my god, it's so sick. Clash win, you gain poise potency, and then on crit, this is assuming you win with this skill. Unfortunately, if you win, you don't get value. You basically deal more damage on crit based on poise on yourself, plus X% damage on crit hit, and you deal plus X% more damage per Y% missing HP on yourself. Right, so this character actually scales off damage that he has taken throughout the whole battle. And Yield My Flesh here, if you win, you just get an L. Like, this just sucks. So, funnily, you want to look for hopeless situations with Yield My Flesh. And if you're following the exact numbers with Ruina, it's going to be a 5 to 10 slashing coin. And rolling up to 10 is complete dog shit in this game. So that means that you are guaranteed to lose most of your clashes. Woo! No problems with losing, and you want to lose. First time I'm so happy about losing. Alright, besides that, to claim their bones. Oh, here it is. Before attack, gain attack weight based on poise on self. Oh my god, it's a 4 coin skill, first of all. It's 4 coins, and then they made attack weight. GG. It's actually over. It's actually over. It's attack weight. They added attack weight onto this skill with a 4 coins. 4 coins! And it's not even over yet, by the way. It's not even over yet. This unit cannot be staggered. Same lines here. Deal more damage on crit hit based on poise on self, and more damage on crit hit here. And then deal more damage per Y% missing HP on yourself, and deal more damage if this skill targets only a single enemy / part. This part is important because it's an AoE move by if you can trigger this part here. And if you only hit a single part, then you just deal more damage to a single enemy, which means that there's no drawbacks to this skill, essentially. If you're doing an AoE, you get increased damage instead to the one target you're hitting. And if you can hit in an AoE, then you just don't get the damage, but you still get an AoE. AoE is great. So you are just winning no matter what. And then the last part here, inflict paralyze next turn. I'm not sure if you know this, but claim your bones. On hit, inflict 5 paralysis, and 3 bleed. And then if you look at Sinclair, it is also 5 paralyze and 3 bleed. And then for Meursault, next turn. Oh my god, actual 5 paralysis next turn. Oh my god. This is the good shit. Like, this move here is 4 coins, hits AoE, huge amounts of damage, and then on top of that, I also paralyze you. I'm truly claiming their bones. Their, so it's a plural. We are claiming all of their bones today, and then we inflict bleed as well. Oh, such a sick ass character, dude. So damn sick. It's not even a hit required. It just needs you to get all 4 coins into the target. Oh, so cool. Besides that, I want everyone to remember, Assault has 2 egos that increase damage and increase coin power. Regret Meursault increases coin power but minuses 1 your base power. Your coin power gets increased by +2. And with this kind of skills here, kind of huge. I don't think Claim Their Bones is going to get affected by it, but I think the first 2 skills will, because if you look here, it's skill 1, skill 2, skill 3, and then defense. So I don't think the defense skill is actually going to get triggered with the Regret Meursault, because Regret Meursault specifically targets a skill on the leftmost side. So I think it might work on Yield My Flesh, which is kind of awkward because you don't want it to actually roll higher, but it should still lose anyway, because if it's like a 12, it's still going to lose to a lot of stuff. Yeah. So yeah, this character is just, oh, so sick. And then besides that, we got Hurtily. Hurtily is the one that lowers your max HP and also makes it so that you get more damage dealt, right? Well, this character here has this line, deals X% more damage per Y% missing HP on yourself. When your max HP gets lowered by a percentage and you take more damage, then you're taking even more percentage HP damage, and then you don't die when you hit the 1, and then you are able to claim their bones later on and scale based on this. Oh, yummy, yummy, yummy. There's going to be some funny numbers when people get to 1% HP, maximum Hurtily, and attack power 3 from the Hurtily, and then get regret ego or something, and then just claim their bones someone. I don't know. There's going to be some fancy shit. Can't wait for that video. I can't wait for whoever decides to go and go through all of that trouble to get to 1% HP left on Assault, and then just unleash a bunch of damage with the claim their bones for funny, hilarious numbers. Oh, I cannot wait. Besides that, Overthrow, his counter skill on use gain slash power up next turn, deal plus X% more damage per Y% missing HP on yourself. So giving himself slash power up next turn is really, really good. It means that if you're going to use your flesh, you can feel free to counter first, or you can acupuncture first, because both give him slash power up, and then he'll be able to use his skill tree here to probably claim their bones really, really hard. Yep, so really, really good shit here. With having either your skill 2 or your counter give you slash power up, it's going to be just really, really good shit. Yep. Meursault is just sick. So sick. Literally French Sans. French Sans from Undertale. It's crazy. Oh my goodness. Anyway, yeah. This character is busted. And I think that this character here is going to work super well with the Blade Lineage Faust and probably must work with Dawn. I feel like they really do need to work together, because Dawn needs to feed Faust more potency, otherwise Faust is not going to get any potency. But there are other ways to get potency if you want. You can use like Ishmael's WoW Ego, Captain Ahab will run it, and Captain Ahab, once again, very, very good character. And if you notice, Pride, Not you. Pride. Okay, you get out of here. I don't care about you. Pride. 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 Yeah, it's crazy. So much pride over here. It's so nuts. And then the Blade Lineage gang, we got Pride here, we got Wrath here, we got Gluttony here. Oh, it's like so damn good, so damn good. I did come up with a few theories already of some initial team comps. We first off have the purest Blade Lineage gang, where you just run the full Blade Lineage gang, right? Blade Lineage Isang, Blade Lineage Faust, Blade Lineage Dawn, Blade Lineage Meursault, and then the rest of the Blade Lineages here. Just run pure, just pure, and then just go and run it down somewhere. I don't know. The pure gang doesn't really seem to work that well in my head because of the existence of Otis. But at the same time, I don't know how much coin power Meursault is giving to all of them. So if it's super significant, Otis might actually see some play just because she's also a Blade Lineage character. Yeah, so it could be quite interesting to run a pure build. But one of the builds that I'm quite interested in is actually the Pequod mix, because I do not know how many characters Blade Lineage Meursault needs to trigger. I'm only assuming that it's 4 because of 7 Association Heathcliff. This guy here requires 4 including himself in order to get plus Rupture Potency application. So based on him, I'm assuming that Blade Lineage Meursault also requires 4 including himself, which is why I only ran 4 here. If this number changes, then of course I must change this team. But essentially what I'm thinking of, right, is that since we have so much pride in this entire team, I can just run Ahab and get 100% chance to trigger their skill once. And the reason that is so worthwhile is because their skill ones give them their poise, and they can trigger this passive, or you can trigger this guy's passive with his poise and poise count. And remember, he's triggering it 3 times because poise count, poise, poise to 2 other allies 3 times, and assist attack will trigger this again. And it's so much pride that you just get 100% chance to assist attack, increasing the damage output from Ahab and the rest of the team. And then of course, whatever his face, Pequod First Mate is brought here just because he has a +6 bleed count application on his skill 3, and his skill 2 is on crit can repeat coin, and repeat coins are really strong. Repeat coins give you a crap ton of power here. Yeah, reuse coin, yeah, on crit, so could be a huge amount of extra damage output. Yeah, so I really don't know, man. I really don't know. But this character here inflicts a crap ton of bleed potency also. Yeah. Oh man, like it's just so sick. This character is so sick. I can think of so many team comps just because this one character exists. It's just crazy. Yep. Oh man, okay, I am done here. Oh shit, it's 27 minutes again. I went too far. Oh well, whatever. Nothing I can do. This character is just so sick. There's not enough time to talk about him. But yeah, feel free to leave your comments on anything I might have missed, or any other team comps that you might want to run when this character drops. For new players, I don't believe that this character is going to be worthwhile for you because you need a lot of other Blade Lineage characters to run with this character here. So I would not recommend that for a new player. New player, actually the Honglu banner is actually more value because you can get Dichi Honglu, you can get K Honglu, you can get Ting Tang Honglu. All 3 are great Honglus to use. You can get Kurokumo Honglu as well. Like there's 4 very good DPS Honglus to be used there. K Honglu is just an ultra tank, very comfortable character. So yeah, Honglu might be more worth it for any new players or any players that want to reroll, because Anniversary is the best time to reroll. You get to reroll and get a bunch of free pulls as well. Very good time to start playing the game. Yeah. Okay, anyway, that's it. I'm done. Alright, thanks guys for watching. Remember to leave your comments and stuff, and see you guys later. Bye bye.